off, and then they're back here at home tomorrow evening. It's a 6:10 start against Clevenger and the Padres. So we'll get out of here a couple minutes early. Only 2 games against San Diego, and then they'll start up a 4-game series against the Toronto Blue Jays, and then they will head to Chicago to play the White Sox next week. So those are 3 games that that's good that they won. They're second in the AL Central right now. So still plenty of baseball to be played. And, of course, now that it's May, there's a brand new promo code for you at CLE Clothing Company. The code is...
May Day.
May Day. That's right. And you can use that for 20% off whatever you get at CLE Clothing Company. Hey, Lisa. Lisa.
What's up?
Hi, Lisa. What's going on?
Okay, so I gave a short story before to the screener, but I cut out of work early, and I usually don't get to hear you guys until about 5, but driving home from work a little early, and I just had a call because Mary is not the only one that does not know or did not know that batteries were electric. I had no idea.
Thank you, Lisa.
Well, it's chemical energy converted to electrical energy.
But I would never hold up my remote and say this is an electric remote.
But you would be correct if you did say that. If you did say that, you would be correct.
But nobody's ever said that.
But
so
what would you
I
say?
know
Just
that?
battery powered?
That's what everybody says.
I know.
Battery powered this, battery powered that.
What I'm saying is it's the same thing.
I had no idea.
But battery is battery, and electric is something different.
Right. I agree.
It's not.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Listen, I'm not an electrician. I'm not,
But it is. There are differences because people will say this is a lamp and this is a battery powered lamp.
But
that's right.
But it's
okay.
They all
So
run on electricity.
But they don't tell you that.
Here's the difference.
But you know if a light is on.
When you plug something, here's your semantic difference. When you plug something in, you're taking advantage of running current through your house.
That is electric powered.
That's right. Battery is still electricity, but it's chemical energy converted to electrical energy.
Sure.
Right. But the end result is the same, is what
Correct.
I'm saying. Yeah.
Either way, the light bulb's going to come on, but one is battery powered, and I would say one is electricity powered, or whatever.
Listen,
Mary,
you want to talk about
totally
fate.
with you.
You want to talk
Thank
about
you,
fate,
Lisa.
okay? Lisa, who normally doesn't get to listen to the show
Exactly!
until 5 o'clock, tunes in today and goes, "Oh, I've had an awful day. Let's make it worse. I'll turn Alan on." And she turns it on.
And she learned
She
turns it on.
something.
batteries are electric
It's
powered.
been a big day for
Right?
all of us.
Now, did they send you home because you didn't understand electricity?
Lisa's like, I work at NASA, and I was told that I could take the rest of the day off. What do you do for a living, Lisa?
Oh, I'm not going to say.
Oh, that's fine. That's okay. I'll exotic
a
dancer.
surgeon.
Yeah, I'm a
Exotic
doctor.
dancer. Yeah, right. Okay, thank you. Well, we're glad
Put
you.
it this way, I am not an electrician.
All right. Well, glad you dipped in early, Lisa.
Are you a battery-trician?
Even funnier. But
Yeah, I know.
I had to stick up for Mary
Thank
because
you.
she was like, I can't be the only one.
Wait.
And I've never called in anywhere ever.
First
Look at that.
time
First time
But is
caller.
it sticking up for hers? Is like, I also thought this dumb thing.
She's just backing me up.
No, it wasn't
Cosign.
dumb.
Yeah.
No, it's pretty dumb.
It's not that dumb.
No, I'm not going to even say it's dumb.
I'm gonna-
There
I am-
are there
I'm
are
gonna
a
say it's
lot.
pretty dumb.
Your dad's
there,
a masonry. He works with this kind of stuff all the time.
there are a lot of people who
A
are in the
mason.
exact same boat as you and Lisa, guaranteed.
Oh, thousands.
But
Thank you, Lisa.
Something that has batteries in it and not think it's electricity.
Have you ever heard something that has batteries referred to as electric powered?
Yes.
Ever? This is an electric remote control.
I mean, they don't call it an electric remote control,
how
but,
would I know that?
but they know that it's working because of electricity.
No.
No, I think a lot of people don't understand
No.
that because this is something you learn in science a long time ago, and
little
and a
child.
lot right. But that's
But you don't. Well, you can also power a light bulb with a potato, and nobody's like, "This is
But it's
electric
still
powered potato."
electricity that makes the light go on.
what I'm
But
saying
you
is
don't say this potato is electric powered.
No, but you know that it's causing a reaction that causes
It's a current.
electricity.
Right. I get
That's
what you're
I'm
saying. But nobody says that about batteries.
Mary,
no
you
batteries are
Mary,
sold as small, tiny electric
You
powered
need to keep
items.
up with current events, Mary.
I gotta go. I have to leave.
That's good.
No, I
That's
think you're
good.
right. I think you're in the exact same boat as a lot of, because this is why they had a show called Are You Smarter Than Fifth Grader?
Yeah.
Because you learn
Well,
a lot
that's
of stuff
30 years ago.
That's right, and people love to throw that at people too. They go, "You learn this," and we've all been really stupid on a number of things, right? Fortunately, it hasn't inhibited us creatively. People go, "We learned this in the second grade." Yeah, I was
Right.
in the second grade a long time ago.
And I'll say that this information is shocking.
There's positives and negatives to it.
Great band called Diamond Head. The song is It's Electric. Brand new on the Buzzard 100.7 WMMS. Song about batteries. Do you know how they power their guitars?
Battery.
Battery powered. Potential into kinetic energy, baby. Oh, love those guys. Anyway, listen.
It's not talked about. That's all I'm saying.
I think any day, I like to think that as dumb as we collectively are, right?
Which is pretty dumb.
If you were to harness the brain power of the four of us on a daily basis, you might be able to get an appliance bulb going, right?
Right.
Just to keep it on track. But I'd like to also think that at the end of each show, we walk away with maybe a scintilla of information that we didn't have before. And this is in no way an informational show.
No.
This is a comedy show. And even that, iffy at best. Nevertheless, we are not doctors, nor are we electricians, nor are we experts
Or teachers or
in any
anything,
field
man.
at all.
There's people going to town on each other, arguing that any knowledge, like trying to defend Poundcake's stance on brainwashing, and they're trying to make it this semantic argument versus what brainwashing is, which is like
Right.
forcing someone to believe something and using different techniques to like force them in, like, you know, it can be violent, but it can be all these different ways of doing it. That's different than having the wrong information and then it updating over time. Mm-hmm. But people are like, no, people thought they were brainwashed into thinking the earth was flat, and then they found out it was round, and so, you know, they had to unbrainwash them. I'm like, that's just not having the information.
I like when you'll see a story about a flat earther who accidentally disproved his own theory.
Oh, it's the best.
Flat earther finds out that the earth is round. Yeah, they didn't find out. They knew that the whole time. They were just trying to sell merch to dummies. Of course, Metallica covered Diamond Head, as they have done on a number of occasions. I gotta tell you, like the original better. Like the Diamond Head better. And I love me some Metallica.
I'm going to post a poll. About if people knew that there was electricity in batteries. That batteries are electric powered. I don't think people are going to know about that.
Here's the issue with those kinds of polls.
People are going to lie.
No.
Air and dirt and magnets. How do they work?
Listen, the Insane Clown Posse didn't know how magnets worked. They didn't know that. They knew that Santa Claus was a fat bitch, but they didn't know how magnets worked.
So
I do like the Mary version better. How about the Insane Clown Posse?
Oh, Santa Claus is a fat bitch. I sound just like him.
Huh? No, I know you do.
I don't know what was in them. I didn't ask any questions.
didn't-
Batteries make things work.
Why
That's
are
where
you
it
still
ended for me.
asking her questions?
That's
just-
where it ended for me.
It just blows my
Not a super
mind.
curious person.
I
can tell.
think there's all kinds of common knowledge that people they haven't retained from school.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of school, and I break Poundcake's balls all the time because he's a college graduate, mangles the English language on the regular, right? But he's not a dummy. He's not a stupid guy.
Right.
There are, like, college isn't necessarily learning or retaining information.
Brainwashing.
It's for a lot of people, it's like learning how to finish things.
Right.
You don't remember things from school, or, your brain remembers, we all have things that we can't believe we remember.
Yeah.
And for some reason, they stuck in there.
Right.
I'll be the first one to say I went to college mainly, not college, but like I went to a university mainly for the college experience. I could have gone to like a community college, and that's what most of my friends did. They would drive to and from school every day and then work a job. I wanted to go to university because I wanted the college experience and expand my horizons away from home. But I mean, it would have been a lot cheaper, and I probably would have gotten the same knowledge, if not more. So
I am on record as not asking enough questions.
Yes.
I know
That's
that.
very, very.
on record.
Yeah. So when I take things
But
at
also,
face
like-
value a lot, when people say buy these batteries, it'll make your remote control work, I'm like, done. I
But
don't
it's
need to know
also-
what's in the battery.
But that's not something.
Extrapolating
That's
data
not something that requires a follow-up question.
what I mean.
You're looking for something utilitarian.
Yes.
There are a lot of situations in which, out of pure curiosity, I'm surprised you don't ask follow-up questions. Like if somebody were to say to you, and you've said before, you're like, oh, I asked them about this, and they go, oh yeah, my cousin fell off a cliff, and you go, oh,
I'm like, that's sad. Yeah.
right. I'd be like, oh, what?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Yeah.
And I annoy
to
my
me-
wife all the time because she'll go, I don't know. I go, okay, I don't know what you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Poundcake said it best. You don't know what you don't. What was it? You don't know what you don't know until you know.
Exactly.
Correct.
The Donald Rumsfeld thing.
Don't know what you don't know until you know it.
That's right. And we all go, ha ha ha. Oh, Poundcake. He's 100% correct.
You don't know what you don't know until you know it.
See, that is his potential energy becoming kinetic energy.
I guess I just had more curiosity, like because I would build stuff and work with stuff, so like I just understood.
That's what I mean.
You have practical knowledge,
Yeah.
but you famously hated academics.
I hate sitting in class. I didn't mind learning the stuff. I just
Well,
I
that's
didn't
where the
like
learning happens.
Well, but I just don't. But they would teach stuff that I didn't care about. I don't
But
know,
you
whatever.
didn't go home and study the books.
No, but I
Right.
don't mind knowing things and building things, getting to when it's presented in the right way. I love it. I just hated school because it just felt so boring.
Here is a practical question.
Ready.
Why did you think that the batteries have a positive and negative charge to them? You have to
didn't-
put them in a certain way
Yes,
for
but I
them to
didn't
work.
think about it as a charge. This is not a charged thing because I can hold it.
No, but if a battery, you go, oh, these batteries need to be recharged, or I need new ones because these are out of charge.
These are dead, yeah.
These are dead batteries, right?
Did you think
But
there
I
was
did
a
not-
living...
You've heard of rechargeable batteries that you can buy, yeah.
Yes, but until
you know there's a
that
charge
guy
in them.
emailed me, I have things that I need to charge.
Yeah.
You need to charge a vibrator, but I would never say this is an electric-powered vibrator.
But
Well, it is.
And
I
yours
know.
gets plugged directly into the wall.
Listen,
I would
they
never
she
used
say
doesn't.
that.
She doesn't usually have 10 D cells laying around.
Do you know how they used to treat women with
Yeah, they would give them vibrators.
they had-
Hysteria.
but, hysteria, but it would be a doctor that brought this big old suitcase that had a vibrator in it. He'd plug it into the wall, and then he'd take this wand and he'd turn it on, and he'd be like, "It's time for the procedure."
Yeah,
And
guy's
he'd
carrying a coat
strap
rack
it
in.
down
Is
there and go.
that-
Brrr.
That's what I'm saying. So if you were to put batteries into a vibrator, I'd be like, oh, look at my electric-powered vibrator. That would never be it. This is battery-powered. Those have always, in my head, been two different things.
But battery-powered
Battery-powered and electric-powered
Do you think
were different.
ba- Batteries like
I
gas?
have an
No.
I have an electric toothbrush and
Yeah.
I plug it in to recharge the battery.
Yes, that makes sense. You're right.
But you knew that.
I knew that. I have a battery-powered.
I think you were just so
toothbrush
close,
as well.
and it just—that's what
I never connected it.
That's what's crazy to me is that like the connections.
By the way, when I think that they've neutralized this function of it. But when I was a kid, you could put your tongue on a battery, like a
It would
9-volt
zip
battery.
it, yeah.
It would zip. I don't think they do that anymore because I think they've figured out how not to do that. But yeah, when I was a kid, you put your
Yeah.
tongue in that battery.
That was
I
the
used to
dare.
do that. Yeah. Maybe that's what went wrong. Licking too many 9 volts.
Mary Santora, the Licking Too Many 9 Volts tour, goes back out on the road. When's your next road date?
Salt Lake City, May 12th to the 16th.
There you go.
I'll shed some light, if you will, on Mormons. All these people in Salt Lake City, like, did you guys know?
Guys, I've got a new opening 9 minutes on batteries. You're never going to believe it. Hey, listen, you might feel stupid or silly, but then when you learn something, you know it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I am one of them. I don't even know if it's a flaw. One of my personality traits is I take things at face value. You tell me something, I believe you. I don't know if that's gullibility.
I think it's great to reconstitute a flaw as a trait.
I don't know what it is.
I like that.
Oh, because I don't know if that's a flaw. I don't know if that's a shortcoming, taking things at face value. You tell me.
I assume everything is a flaw where I'm concerned. I'm like,
you tell me these batteries will make your appliance work. I say thank you, and I ask no more questions. I would like my appliance to work, and that's it. That's the end of it.
So, like, if you're using a wireless mic, you would think that it was using
battery
power.
Yeah.
But you don't understand. You wouldn't understand that battery power is electricity.
No. It doesn't matter.
Wow.
It doesn't matter
Wow.
what situation
Okay.
you put it in. I did not know batteries were full of electricity.
what did you think the band AC/DC was referring to?
What, with Thunderstruck?
What did you think the name of the band was referring to? AC/DC?
I have never thought of it. What?
Electricity.
Okay.
Alternating current and direct current.
No clue. That's the first
You've never
time I'm
seen
hearing
something
this.
described as being on
Yes.
AC power, DC power?
I have a window unit AC.
Back in the day, the rumor was, of course, these guys were calling themselves AC/DC because they went both ways, man. They like guys and girls, right? But no, they're trying to talk about how electric they are, how powerful.
I had no
they had an
idea.
album called Powerage.
I had no idea that their name was in reference to electricity. I don't know
AC/D.
a lot about electricity.
Yeah, I can tell.
Their logo is a lightning bolt.
Yeah, so lightning bolts are rock and roll.
Yeah, that is true. They're very rock and roll. Hey, Mike.
Hey guys, hit the show.
Hey, how are you, Mike?
Oh, not too bad. Quick question for Mary. In her, roughly 30 years life experience, has she never heard the term like electric start for a lawnmower or a snowblower or anything like that?
Not electric
No,
start,
it's
but like battery powered, yeah.
Well, electric start, so you don't have to pull start it. It's easier to start because it has a battery, so it has electricity to start it instead of pull starting it.
No, I know.
Remember
I know
how your
that.
old vibrator was a pull start, and then
do.
you switched over to... It had the tripod and the whole thing.
Guys, what I'm telling you
Like
is that
that
I
old
understand.
school radio, you got to crank it to.
Yeah!
I understand now that batteries have electricity, but if you were to tell me this is an electric start lawnmower,
You didn't put two and two together.
I wasn't like, oh, cool. I don't know. I never.
Principal
and I
Skinner
never
had a
one of
hand
those.
crank cell phone.
Right.
That was,
You charge your cell phone every night, and it has a battery. And
You plug it into the wall.
And no one walks around and says, this is my electric powered cell phone. Nobody has ever said that.
But they
ever.
could and be right.
But
you know
nobody
it's-
has.
But it's
Well, people
powered
haven't
by
done a
electricity.
lot of things.
So my
and-
point is, if it's not common vernacular, why would I know that? That's not something that is talked about.
Because
Because
a
you're
lot-
plugging it into a wall.
I get that.
Has electricity.
I understand that, but nobody has ever referred to things that get plugged in as electric-powered cell phones.
To your point, what I'm saying is the semantics don't necessarily reflect the science.
Right.
But it's the same outcome.
And that's fine. I
right.
understand that now.
You're taking umbrage with the fact that, hey, we should call these electric-powered
You
cell
sound
phones.
ridiculous. If you were to hold up a remote and say, this is my electric-powered remote, well, technically you're right. Nobody's ever said that.
Because the
This
electricity...
is battery-powered.
The electricity is implied.
So I think batteries and electricity are different. Otherwise, there would be no... Why would they make a differentiation if they were the same thing? That's how my mind would
Because the
go.
battery is is a tool to make the device work.
Okay, so it's battery powered, and then there are electric powered things.
Could you imagine if you had to
But
drive a
it's still
Tesla
powered
around with
by
an extension
electricity.
cord? You drive
You
a
know-
Tesla with an extension cord.
All I'm saying is that because they are differentiated in products that you buy, I assumed they were different things.
But that's why that's why you would go to an electronics store to get a new remote or a television. Or
Yes, but electronics are just toys. It's just a thing for your
Toys.
house.
But
battery-powered toys.
Electronics are powered by
Electricity. I
Boom,
understand
see,
that.
That's it.
You're making me really aggravated.
Click, click, boom. I'm coming down on the stereo. Hit me on the radio.
Click, click, boom. You feeling better now?
No, I feel worse.
I think what we can all agree on is that Mary never made the connection.
My frustrations are really giving me a jolt.
Oh, man, now I'm getting amped up.
Oh, really sparking some new ideas.
Yeah! Mary Santora, Salt Lake City, May 12th through the 16th. Listen, I don't think there's anything stupid about that. I think there's a lot of people who are like, oh, yeah. Or, I learned that a long time ago, and I forgot.
Mm-hmm. He's making it seem like I don't know.
Well, it's safe to say that Bill is the most incredulous of this development of all of us.
Yes.
He is flabbergasted.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he wouldn't say that. He wouldn't call himself flabbergasted, but I'll say
he's reacting.
He's too modest to say that.
He's reacting like, did you guys know that chairs were made for sitting? That's how you're reacting. What else did you think he was doing in a chair?
Kind of.
For sex.
Kind of, I mean, but like, just...
It's not common knowledge.
It's common knowledge.
It's not common knowledge.
I mean, solar power is also converted to electricity.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
We know that. I know that solar energy comes from the sun and makes whatever. And wind energy also makes electricity from the wind. I get that.
It's in the name. Solar energy comes from the sun. Wind energy comes from the wind.
Don't ask me one more question about batteries.
The Hoover Dam works.
I don't care about the Hoover Dam. Where's the damn bathroom?
Yeah. She knows how Hoover vacuum cleaners work. You plug them in.
Especially after this weekend.
That's right. Allen battery powered are referred to as portable electrical devices.
Oh, yeah, the PEDs. I forgot about those.
Where's my portable electric remote?
They would see my pens.
Back in the day, those remotes used to have a big long cord plugged into the wall and made them far less portable. All right, I've got to take a break here. If you want to text for something, 35192. I will have Rob Zombie tickets for you after the break. He's doing a show in August at Blossom with Mudvayne and Static X and Power Man 5000. It's going to be a rager. So we'll hook those up coming back. And then another $1,000. Chance for you to go fund yourself.